Students, today we are going to revise the chapter Human Eye, and in Human Eye we will revise it up to defects. So first of all, you have to revise or to draw the diagram of human eye and understand its parts and function of these parts. So first of all, we will mark the eyeball, and then we will make the crystalline lens here, and this crystalline lens is convex lens, and this is the corneal part, and these are the ciliary muscles which hold the eye lens in position. This is the pupil at the center of the eye lens, and this is the iris, and this portion it is the retina, and we have blind spot where no image formation takes place, and these are the optic nerves which carries the signal to the brain, and this part it is filled with vitreous humor, and this portion between lens and the cornea, this is filled with the aqueous humor. So students, we can revise the various parts and the functions of the eye. The first one that we have studied is cornea. Cornea is a thin membrane covering the surface of eye wall through which the light enters into the eye, acts as a primary lens. Second one is iris, a dark muscular diaphragm located just behind the cornea, controls the size of the pupil. Third one is a pupil, a black opening between the aqueous humor and the eye lens, regulates and controls the amount of light entering the eye. Ciliary muscles modify the curvature and the focus of the eye lens and hold the eye lens in position. Crystalline lens, composed of a fibrous jelly proteinaceous like material, converging in nature, focuses the incoming light rays from the object on the retina, and the retina, a delicate membrane having a numerous number of light sensitive cells, that is rod and cone cells, acts like a screen. A real inverted and diminished image is formed by the eye lens on it. Now after this, you have studied about the accommodation and the power of accommodation. Accommodation means adjustment of focal length for far point and the near point. The far point of the eye is infinity and the near point is 25 centimeter. And when we want to visualize the distinct object, for distinct object, the ciliary muscles, they are relaxed and eye lens becomes thin, and increase in focal length of the lens. Okay, when we want to see the near of the ciliary muscles, they contract, eye lens becomes thick, a decrease in the focal length of the eye lens. These are the functions of the eye lens, how it can adjust the focal length. Now we have defects in vision, and these are the most important parts. In defect of vision, first of all, we have myopia or nearsightedness, and in this defect, the person cannot see distinct objects clearly, can see nearby objects clearly. Image of distant object is formed in front of the retina. What are the causes? Excessive curvature of eye lens or decrease in focal length of the eye lens, and the second one is elongation of eye wall. We have three diagrams we draw there, but for the correction we have a main diagram. Using concave lens of suitable power, we can correct this defect. This is a concave lens, and these are the rays which are coming parallel, and this is the defective distance up to where the eye can see the object, and after placing a lens in front of our eye lens, the image of the object, it is clearly visualized at the retina. Now the next one is hypermetropia or farsightedness. Cannot see nearby object distinctly, can see distant object clearly. Image of a nearby object is formed behind the retina. What are the causes? Focal length of the eye lens is too long and eyeball becomes short. And correction, it can be corrected by using convex lens. Students, you have to draw all the three diagrams. Here I am giving a quick revision of this chapter. And by this is the defect in the near point. Earlier it is at 25 centimeter, but now this is increased, so we can say that the focal length it is increased. And by placing a convex lens of suitable focal length, we can correct this defect. The next one defect is presbyopia. In presbyopia, near point of the eye gradually reduces away with the aging, and the power of accommodation of eye decreases. What are the causes of this presbyopia? Gradual weakening of the ciliary muscles, diminishing flexibility of the eye lens, and eye suffers from both myopia and hypermetropia. And how we can correct it? By using a bifocal lens. Upper portion is consist of concave for distant vision, and lower portion it consists of convex for near vision. The last one defect, it is cataract. Eye lens becomes milky and cloudy. Image cannot be seen clearly or distinctly. And what are the causes? A protein layer formation over the eye lens. And correction, cataract surgery for a removal of extra growth on the eye lens to restore the vision. So students, I am going to take your test. You have to revise the chapter up to defects.